Hello everyone. In this lecture we are going to discuss about 8th class topic. Chapter number first, parallel lines and transversal, practice set 2.2. So within a practice set 2.2 we have the first question, choose the correct alternative. In the adjoining figure, if line M is parallel to line N and a line P is the transversal, then find X. We have four options A, B, C and D. Among them we have to choose correct one. Now look, once the parallel lines we have here M and N and P with the transversal of them, and we have given there are the two angle, one angle is X and other angle is 3X. So which type of angle are those? Those are angles which are formed in between the line and towards one direction of transversal. So those are interior angle. So I am writing here, therefore here X and 3X are pairs of interior angle. So as per the interior angle property we can write, now the given angles are supplementary, means sum of them becomes a 180 degree. So x plus 3x becomes a 4x, so that we are having 4x equals to 180 degree. So that after all shifting the 4 from LHS to RHS, we are getting x to be equals to 180 divided by 4, and 180 divided by 4 we are having 45 degree. So the x value becomes we have as a 45. So we have the correct option is option C, 45 degree. The value of x becomes 45 degree. Look at the next question within practice set 2.2. Question number 1, sub question second. In adjoining figure, if line A is parallel to line B and line L is a transversal, then find x. Again we have to find the x here. We have given the four options. Among them we have to choose correct one. So we have the two angles 4x and 2x. A and B are the parallel line, L with the transversal. So that we can write this angle must be the 2x again. Why? Because they are vertically opposite angle. Keep in mind. Vertically opposite angles. So once we will look ahead for now 4x and this 2x. So that two are the angles which are formed in between the parallel lines and towards one direction of the transversal. So they are interior angle. So I am writing now 4x and 2x are pairs of interior angle, and as per the interior angle property, once the lines are parallel, the interior angles are supplementary, means sum of them is equals to we have 180 degree. So 4x plus 2x we have the 6x equals to 180 degree. So once we will shift now the 6 from LHS to RHS. So 6 is a multiplier, after all shifting it becomes a divisor. Divisor to whom? To 180. And 180 divided by 6 we are getting 30 degree. So x value we have as a 30 degree. So as per the given options, we have the correct option is option D as a 30 degree. Value of x becomes a 30 degree. Look at the next question. Practice set 2.2, question number second. In adjoining figure, line P is parallel to line Q. Line T and line S are transversals. Find the measures of angle X and angle Y using the measures of an angles given in the figure. So that now we are having a line P and line Q are the parallel lines, T and S are the transversal. So that if we will look ahead, we have given that this angle will be the 70 degree. So what about it's a vertically opposite angle? It should be 70 degree. So now that 70 degree and Y are the pairs of interior angle formed in between the parallel line and towards one direction of transversal. So 70 degree and y are pairs of interior angle. So that once the lines are parallel, then the interior angles are supplementary, means we have a 70 degree plus y equals to 180 degree. So for finding the y, if we will shift that 70 degree from LHS to RHS, so that we are getting y to be equals to 180 degree minus of 70 degree. 180 minus 70, we are getting 110 degree. So that value of an angle y equals to, we have 110 degree. Now for finding the value of x, first of all this one angle and 40 degree are the corresponding angle, so that the value of them is congruent, or we might be says the same or equal. So that now 40 degree and x are becomes linear pair angle. So I am writing here 40 degree and x are linear pair angle because that are formed on a same line. So number of angles formed on a same line are said to be linear pair angles. And everyone well known now, sum of all linear pair angles equals to, we have 180 degree. So that here 40 degree and x are the linear pair angle, so that we can write 40 degree plus angle x equals to, we have 180 degree. So after all shifting the 40 degree from LHS to RHS, we are getting x to be equals to 180 minus of 40 becomes 140 degree. So that we are having x to be equals to 140 degree. So now we are having the values of x and y as per the given figure. Now look at question number 3. We have in the adjoining figure line P is parallel to line Q, line L is parallel to line M. Find the measures of angle A, angle B and angle C. Using the measures of given angles, justify your answers. Now if you will look towards a figure, we have L and M be the parallel line and P and Q be the parallel line. So that 80 degree and A are the pairs of interior angle. So I am writing here 80 degree and A are pairs of interior angle. So once a lines are parallel, we have pairs of interior angle are supplementary. Means we can write sum of the given angle equals to 180 degree. So after all shifting 80 degree from LHS to RHS, we are getting A to be equals to 180 minus of 80, and 180 minus of 80 we have value of an angle A equals to 100 degree. Now look ahead that 80 degree and angle C are pairs of alternate exterior angle. So I am writing here 80 degree and angle C are pairs of exterior alternate angle. So that once a lines are parallel, then we have the property of exterior alternate angle that are congruent, means we have angle C equals to 80 degree. Now look ahead about the angle C and angle B, that angle C and B are pairs of corresponding angle. So that we can write here as per the given figure, angle C and angle B are pairs of corresponding angle because that are formed is in the rotation of F. Look at the figure, we have rotation of F. Somewhere here is the C, here is the B. So corresponding angles. So that once a lines are parallel, we have the property of corresponding angle, they are congruent. So angle C equals to, we have angle B. Among them we have the value of an angle C as a 80 degree, so that we are getting here angle B is again a 80 degree. Hence we have our answer, value of an angle A 100 degree, value of an angle C 80 degree and value of an angle B equals to 80 degree again. Look at the next question number 4 from practice set 2.2. In the adjoining figure, line A is parallel to line B, line L is the transversal. Find the measures of angle X, angle Y, angle Z using the given information. So look at the 105 degree and angle X. Once the lines A and B are parallel, L be the transversal, so that 105 degree and angle X are formed is in the rotation of F. Look the position of the given angle. We have it is of the form actually like this one. So here is the X, here is the 105 rotation of F, so that we can say that 105 and angle X are pairs of corresponding angle. So once they are corresponding angle, lines are parallel, then we can say that they are congruent, means we have a X value becomes 105 degree. Now look at the Y angle. Y is exactly vertically opposite to X. So I am writing here X and Y are pairs of vertically opposite angle, so that vertically opposite angles are congruent. We are writing here now X is equals to Y. So we have X value is 105 degree, so that we are getting Y value is again a 105 degree. Now we are trying to evaluating the value of Z. So look at again 105 degree and angle X, angle Z, so that are linear pair angle. So I am writing here 105 degree and Z are linear pair angle. So everyone well known now, number of angles that are linear pair, then sum of that all linear pair angle equals to we have 180 degree. So 105 degree plus angle Z equals to we have 180 degree. So once we will shift the 105 degree from LHS to RHS, so that we are getting the value of Z is of the form 180 minus 105 degree. So 180 minus 105, we are getting 75 degree. So value of Z becomes a 75 degree. So that we are having here value of X is 105 degree, value of Y is 105 degree, value of Z is 75 degree. Now look at the question number 5 from practice set 2.2. In the adjoining figure, line P is parallel to line L is parallel to line Q. Find X with the help of the measures of the given angles in the figure. Look at the figure. We have angle line P, line L and line Q are the parallel line. We have a 40 degree angle, we have a 30 degree angle, we have overall angle becomes a X. Now once we will look ahead for this angle only, so this angle is the alternate angle of 40 degree once line P and L are parallel. So that measures of this angle becomes a 40 degree. Now what about the remaining angle? So that remaining angle becomes again alternate to that of 30 degree once line L and Q are parallel. So it becomes a 30 degree. So that angle X we are having 40 degree plus 30 degree equals to we have a 70 degree. So like that way we have value of an angle X equals to 70 degree. So here we have our practice set 2.2. Thank you.